Hi, hello, how are you? Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing an unboxing video for Dreamy Box. This is their April box. Their shipping, like when the boxes ship out, is a little bit weird. The box of the month doesn't ship out until the end of the month, around the 27th. So I didn't get this until like the middle of May. And I just got a notification that the May box is shipping out, so I need to unbox this. And I've been waiting for like a day when the lighting was good in this second bedroom, but I just don't think that's gonna happen. The tree outside of the window has just like shot up and grown so much. It's covered in leaves, so I don't think I'm gonna be getting much sunlight in through here, but let's get into this box. The theme for this is Parabati, which I am very excited about. If you have been watching my vlogs or even just reading the titles, I have been deep in the Shadowhunter world in the last like 2 months. I am currently on book 6 of the Mortal Instruments, which is the City of Heavenly Fire. I have been putting it off a little bit just because this series as a whole I'm not overly invested in. I much more prefer the Infernal Devices, even the Dark Artifices. But when I read the Dark Artifices, there was a lot of stuff that I was confused on because Jace and Clary, Simon, Isabel, Alec, and Magnus, they all get brought back into that series, not as like main characters. The family that the series follows is the Blackthorns, but the characters from TMI do come into TDA. So my confusion was over the fact that I finished the first like 3 books in high school and just never continued on. So I have been doing that for the last few months. So I'm deep in the world of Parabati and I'm really loving it. And I want to read the Bane Chronicles to learn more about Magnus. But let's get into what's in this box. So this is the card at the top, Parabati, and then it's got all of the stuff on the bottom that's in here, but I don't want to be spoiled. They put packing peanuts in here. They've never done that before. But this is the first item. I think it's like a makeup bag, which is great because the one that I currently use is super gross and dirty. And it says, "There is no better distraction in this world than losing oneself in a book for a while," by Cassandra Clare. I want to say this is a quote from one of the books, but I'm honestly not sure. It is super padded. I definitely think that I'm going to switch my makeup over into here. It is so squishy. Next is a candle. It's a wax melt. Yes, I love wax melts in my like office at where my main office is. Obviously you can't have like open candles, but I do have, it's actually a coffee warmer that I got from Michael's, but I use it as a wax melt as well. And I just place regular candles on there, but I like the idea of having like an actual wax melt. And it says Tessagray, citrus, musk, herbal earth notes. I want to smell it. This smells really good. It's like, you can smell the citrus and the musk is a little bit like of a darker tone, but they complement each other really well. And I like the packaging. That's very cute. Next we have a pin. The thing that I love about this box is that it's $20 and you get such good high quality stuff. And pins are normally like $10 just on their own. So it's a really good steal. So let's see. This one says, "Stories offer 1,000 fresh starts." I love this. This is so beautiful. And I can't wait to put it on my shelf. Or not on my shelf, on my pin board. Alright. I think these are coasters. Or just a coaster? I don't know. Just one. Aww. It's Jem and Will. They are the main characters, 2 of the main characters from the Infernal Devices, which is the series that's set in like the 1920s in England. I just absolutely love it. And oh, look at them. They're so little. The Infernal Devices is hands down my favorite of the of the Shadowhunters world. I just absolutely love the characters and the setting, and the friendship between all 3 of them is just great. All right, next we have some bookmarks. Here is the first side. It says, "Hope is a prison, truth the key that unlocks it." I don't know what that's from. I'm assuming it's from the Infernal Devices, but I honestly just love the design on this. And then here is the back side. It says, "There is more to living than dying." I honestly feel like this is geared toward Jem. If you haven't read the series, definitely recommend it. His character goes through so much, which is mirrored a little bit in Isabel's character in the Shadowhunter series, which I haven't continued on with, but there is a little bit of like mirroring in the plot lines that their characters go through. And then here is the second bookmark, and it says, "They say time heals all wounds, but that presumes the source of the grief is finite." And then this is the back side. I just love the designs on these. They are so beautiful. This one says, "To love one another is to come as close as we ever can to being angels ourselves." Beautiful. Cassandra Clare is a really good writer. Obviously, she sold thousands of books. And then we have a print. And this is based off of Chain of Gold and Chain of Iron, I believe. The sort of like little card that comes with it says that this is Lucy and Cordelia. So they, I believe, are the main characters for the last hours. And then on the back, this is what it looks like. And it says, "It was books that made me feel that perhaps I was not completely alone. They could be honest with me and I with them." I feel that. I feel that a lot. Okay, and then we have one more item here at the bottom. Another print. And I actually don't know who these are supposed to be. The card just says "The Merry Thieves." And I'm going to assume that these are also from The Last Hours, which I have not started. I am waiting until August when, what is it? The first one, Chain of Gold, comes out in paperback. You can't see them, they're on the top shelf, but I want my series to match. I have all of the books that have like the skylines on the side that match up. And of course I want my Chain of Gold ones to match. I don't want hardcovers. And then this is the quote on the back. And it says, "It's all right to love someone who doesn't love you back, as long as they're worth you loving them, as long as they deserve it." And it's got the little violin, so I think that this has to do with Tess and Jem. Their whole love triangle with Will is just gut-wrenching. I don't like that she ends up with one of them. I'm trying not to spoil it for anybody who hasn't read it. She chooses one of them, and then when that one dies, she goes to be with the other one. Which is super weird. She's a warlock, so she lives for a very long time. The one that she doesn't choose decides to be a silent brother. And he's playing some parts in the Mortal Instruments, which I love. I just love that the worlds always seem to intertwine. And we get to see characters from basically other centuries and stuff as well. But the one who she doesn't choose becomes a silent brother, and then unbecomes a silent brother, which I didn't really know was a thing. And I don't know if that is introduced in this last book, I guess, because he's not a silent brother in the Dark Artifices, which is just a few years after the Heavenly Fire, so I guess we'll see him unbecoming. I have no idea. Honestly, but I just didn't like that storyline that she vowed to love one, and then when he died, she just went after the other. I get it. You're immortal. You want to be with somebody. You don't want to be alone, but it was just weird and kind of off-putting to me. But that is everything that was in this box. Not my favorite. I feel like it was kind of lacking a bit. Well, I guess in the end it just felt a little bit lacking. I really do use these bookmarks, and I'm going to use this one for while I am reading City of Heavenly Fire, and I just keep them all in this like container on my bookshelf. I love this. This is so cute. They are so adorable. And I'm going to put this on my desk definitely going to use the wax melt, definitely going to go put the pin up, and I am going to use this little like makeup bag, or I guess I could use it as a camera bag because it's very, very squishy. That might be a good idea. But that's everything that's in this box. I'm rambling at this point. It's so hot in this room, so I'm going to go now. If you like this video, subscribe. Please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know what you thought. If you purchase any Dreamy&Co boxes, if you subscribe to other subscription boxes, and just how you want this going. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!